Hey Grand Lakers, I'm Rusty Fleming and I'm the publisher of Grand Lake News Online, and I'm coming to you from my second office on my high perch overlooking Gray's Hollow. At Grand Lake News Online, we're excited to announce a new video presentation that can be found on our website each and every week. We're calling it A Lakeside Chat with, and that with will be revealed each week. We hope you enjoy the feature. Hey Grand Lakers, as promised, Rusty Fleming. And we've used all of our investigating skills to track down the ever-elusive lake bum.
Because I'm hard to find.
The official Grand Lake bum of Grand Lake. Bum has been going this summer.
Hey, good. Rusty, how about you? You been out on the boat some?
I'm telling you, we have been out on the boat.
That's
and,
good.
What's your take on some of the latest action around Grand Lake?
I'll tell you, we got some action, don't we? We had Memorial Day. There's so many people here, we couldn't wait for them to leave. I bet you was happy to see them trailing out of Gray's Hollow.
Never.
No. But they left their money behind. That's the important part.
That is the important thing.
It's not that we don't love you, it's that we love how much money you leave behind more.
What do you think on what's the deal with bacteria?
Bacteria. I tell you, we figured, you talking about that E. coli thing?
That's it.
We spent all these years on Grand Lake trying to woo the birds in. We got to plant millet. We got to drain the lake down. We got to make sure there's plenty for the birds to eat, despite the fact that never was their migratory path, But we could lure them in here. So we lure them in here, even throw a festival for them over in Grove, that Pelican Festival, in their honor. And nobody ever figured out what goes in must come out.
Amen.
So there it is. Now we're trying to swim around it.
What about your shirt?
My shirt? You like my shirt?
Get the furk off
Get the furk off our leg.
So you think they're responsible for the duck deal?
Well, yeah, and taking the lake level down. Of course, the prop shops like them. They bring that lake level down, tear up everybody's props. They stay in business that way. But the rest of us don't appreciate it much. Those furk guys, I bet they'd have fun if any of them ever came to Grand Lake once.
You think?
No, they probably don't have fun.
Oh, you could probably show them a good time.
We probably could. You can get anybody drunk enough to have fun.
Everything gets better on Grand Lake, and you've been an advocate of that forever. Yourself being a prime example.
Exactly.
I mean, we've gone from the old yellow
Look how big this dude
and
is.
Hammerhead West, and now you're hanging in a cruiser
With a head in the shower.
at Shangri-La Marina.
Several of my friends started requesting that I get a boat with a shower. But
I wonder why.
But don't talk about that Shangri-La Marina thing. I don't think they know I'm here.
Well, yeah, they probably have somebody checking your brake.
Surprise!
Well, would this be classified as a habitable structure?
Well, it is when I'm in it. But those FERC guys, they think those habitable structures on the water are such a bad thing because, they have showers and toilets and sinks in them, like all the boats on Grand Lake don't, So I think the way to solve that habitable structure problem is all you got to do is get you a $500 outboard motor and hang it on the side of your house. Say, hell, this is a boat. This ain't a habitable structure.
That's all you got to do?
Well, I would think, how is a houseboat different?
I don't have a
Just
clue.
got a motor.
Except they don't hang that little deal that says we'll be back to inspect you.
Oh,
They
that.
got around every so often.
Yeah, that permit. Yeah, I think the motor would solve that problem, though.
If Brian Edwards lived on the boat, it'd be different.
The high cop?
The high cop.
Yeah.
But he's got the longest title on Grand Lake.
He does.
Director of Homeland Security or something like that.
Assistant general manager of all that
right.
moves on the water and nearby.
But a good guy. He's helped us out.
He's a good guy. And
right.
even if he wasn't a good guy, you'd want to say he's a good guy because he's a big guy.
He's a big guy. He's a real big guy.
He's a real big guy.
Well, what do you see in the future? There's some things that you've done in the past that have been a little bit questionable. And political affiliations and commentary.
And you?
Well, very little. But
most of the questionable things in my past I did with you.
Well, since this is a family video that we're shooting,
Little kids.
you won't talk about like lake level for our Miami friends or
No,
Or
probably.
even the road
You know,
versus
those
weight
guys
thing.
don't like me much up there.
Yeah, I do know that.
Yeah, but you know, my daddy didn't teach me a lot, but he did teach me, son, don't build a house in a floodplain 4 times.
Yeah, I think this is where we joined up with the Rotary Club in Miami some years ago.
Yeah, once upon a time I made them kind of mad, I think, by saying if they'd clean the refrigerators and dead cattle out from under that bridge up there, water might flow through there better. But
Okay,
they didn't.
You're getting me in trouble.
Well,
Third generation.
They didn't think it was cute, and I apologize if in any way I have offended anyone. Is that how the politicians do it?
What it says is, if offended easily, turn the page.
Yeah, that is what it says.
In this case, fast forward.
By the way, yeah, fast forward. If there's anything at all that might offend you in any way, anything possible, just go ahead and turn this off, because we're probably headed down a bad path.
Well, I know you've got to get to Island Joe's, get the bar opened up.
Absolutely.
And, that since you're always on the end of the bar, that someone might buy you a drink. But I would like to thank you for taking time out to visit with us today, being the legend that you are on
Well,
Grand Lake.
thank you very much.
And
Legend in my own
in
mind.
your own mind, and some of these guys that have to be politically correct all week long probably get some inspiration.
I think so. That's got to be tough. You know, I once tried to have a job, but then I found out there are places that employ folks where you can't even smoke or drink. I can't imagine why anybody would take those jobs. So,
And apparently you didn't.
so I didn't.
Okay.
That's right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. Remember,
I'm waiting. He's got something else to say.
Wherever you party this weekend, be sure to buy a drink for the guy sitting next to you. Might be me.
Thanks. We'll see you next week.